So, let's talk. You are here for a reason. Your children are out of control, and so are you. This learning experience will be a lot easier if you just let go right here and now and accept this fact. You are also out of control. Why? Because if you were in control, if your toolbox was filled with strategies that worked, you would not be here. Not unless you had some weird, unsatiated need to be validated. This course is designed so you can access it at any time that is convenient for you. It is divided into 6 one-hour videos and includes reflection assignments and 1 live mentor meetup section at the end of each week. At the mentor meetup, we can ask questions and share what's going on as you journey through this process. We begin our first week together looking at where we are right now, hopefully, and validate each other through observations, posts, and discussions, and understanding that our challenge is not unique. This environment is non-judgmental. We are all there, or, like me, have been there. We are going to look at some of our reactive and ineffective responses to our children's negative behaviors, the underlying causes behind the behaviors, and come to understand that our children are not broken. They do not need to be fixed, and neither do you. What needs to first be understood is that all the behavior is learned, and what needs to change are the relationship dynamics in your family. I am going to be straight up from the very start. If you want things to change, you are going to be doing a lot of hard work. Let go of searching for all those videos with 2, 4, 20, or 1,000 steps to get your children to listen. Nothing is going to change unless you are willing to examine your own expectations and beliefs. Make some changes in your schedules and routines, your reactions, and a plan for a course of action. You are going to be asked to make this a priority above all else, to slow down, breathe, refrain, and to think consciously about what is happening, because it was unconscious parenting that brought you here in the first place. This course is not a magic bullet. As far as I know, there isn't one, but I can almost guarantee you that if you hang in there, things are going to change, and they're going to change for the better. You're going to find yourself much happier. Your home will be more peaceful, and you will be in a place where you and your children are moving through life together as a family that you were hoping for. If you want to look at the course overview and learning outcomes, again, you can stop the video here and use the link below. Just like you, your child needs to feel secure, loved, happy, and safe. Your child doesn't want to feel out of control. It feels awful to him or her, just like you feel awful when you are out of control. Right now, we understand that neither of you are feeling that way about each other. Somewhere along the few years of your child's life on this planet, something went wrong. You both have a desire, but you don't know how to fix it. And your child certainly doesn't know. But remember, your child is not your enemy. You do not want to remain engulfed in this war forever, and neither does she. From where you are sitting right now and through some of the conversations that we've had together, I know you may not always feel that way, especially if many of your days look like the experiences we're about to view in the video.
Go in your room. Go.
J'ai eu un flash. En quatre couleurs. Allez, un matin, une minute est venue chez moi, poupée de cellophane, cheveux chinois. Un sparadrap, une gueule de bois. Appuie la bière dans un grand verre en caoutchouc. Comme un alien dans son igloo. Ça plane pour moi.
Pick that up. Pick that up.
Ça
Yummy.
plane pour
Pick it up
moi.
right now.
Ça plane pour moi, moi. Ça plane pour moi.
Ow, that's my baby. Hey, don't punch your mother.
Ça plane pour moi. Allez hop, nanana, quelle parade de vibration de s'envoyer super garçon. Liné, ruiné, vidé, comblé. Et voir the king of the divan. Quelle
Really?
More times than not, if your child is out of control, you are too. You can feel and look like this. You are at the end of your rope, but you're feeling frustrated, hurt, angry, alone. You don't know what to do, and you are caught in a loop of not so quiet desperation. The first point I'd like to drive home to set you a little bit at ease is that unless your child has a diagnosed disability such as oppositional defiant disorder, ADHD with anxiety, or is on the autistic spectrum, your child's behavior, though a little bit extreme, is still within the range of typical, and you will soon see why. More parents face behavioral challenges with their children than you're aware of. But for now, you're questioning whether your child is normal. You may feel embarrassed when you are with friends whose children are behaving and listening. You feel others' judgment, and you feel a sense of failure. You may even isolate yourself and stop scheduling activities with your child outside of your home. You feel desperate, lost, and don't know what to do to make things better. When we get that feeling of desperation, we find ourselves doing and saying really stupid things to try to get our children to listen to us. These use the same fear tactics we were taught to use by our parents. We do and say things we swore we would never. We lie, we threaten, we lock ourselves in the bathroom. Why we think these things will actually work, I don't know. But our arsenal is empty, and we and our children both know whatever we are saying will amount to nothing. My favorite one is the one where we threaten to take our kids' TV time, iPads, Xboxes, or other technology away, when we all know that that is probably the one time our kids are totally engaged in something and we get some peace. Now it's your turn. Stop the video here. Think of one or two really ridiculous statements you make when you and your children are out of control. Go to the link below and post your response on Padlet. You can go to this link from your phone, computer, or directly from this video. You will soon see we are all in this together. You can like another post with the heart button. If a post from another participant rings a bell for you, vote for it. We will rank the most commonly used phrases in this group. For this week, we are not going to ask you to change your behavior or to do anything differently, but to simply be aware of how you are feeling and reacting when your child becomes out of control. Our homework for this week is an activity and a discussion forum post. You will go to the link for psychology.
Lick it and get up in there with you and spoon. I'm up.
I can't stay here. You suck.
That child ain't supposed to be talking to y'all like that. That is crazy.
Go away.
You do not want none of this. Maybe we're gonna kill that little girl.
Here are some of the guiding questions to help you as you reflect and write about your experience. What kind of parenting style did you find was your primary style? Did anything about the results surprise you? How do you think you developed this style of parenting? Was it in reaction to your own parent's style of parenting? Do you feel guilty? Do you feel like if you do not parent this way, your child will not grow up to be confident and strong? What about your parenting style do you think is one of your strengths? There's always a strength, even if we can't see it. And what about your parenting style do you think is a weakness? What is it that you expect your children to do that they are not doing now? Considering their development and their age, do you feel that your expectations are realistic? This week's mentor meetup will be on Friday, May 23rd at 7:30 p.m. We hope you can make it and understand if you can't. We will be recording the mentor meetup and publishing it on your course site. So if you cannot make it, you will at least be able to hear what your learning companions had to say. Our goals for this week's conversation in the mentor meetup is going to be to share our reflections based on this preliminary lesson. We'll talk about where we are now, look at your results from your parent questionnaire, share any aha moments you experienced while taking or reflecting on the questionnaire or the information that you viewed so far. For now, all we are asking you to do is to be kind to yourself and your child for now. This is the end of this week's lesson. Again, it's not time to take action as we are working to build your awareness. It is time to collect some data. In my work personally and with others, I have found that awareness brings 90% of the healing that needs to occur. This week, you will just simply watch your behavior. Look for trigger points in your child's behavior. Keep a simple log of triggers or unpleasant events. When, where, and what were you doing when the tantrum or other negative behaviors occurred? Write down what time your child went to sleep and woke up, when and what they ate. Refrain from feeling guilty, blaming yourself or your child. Both of you are doing the best that you can with what you know and have learned. I am sharing a data collection sheet with you as an optional form you can use to keep the information. You can keep it simple and just state the facts. Or, if you are more of a journaling type, you can keep your information in a journal. Use whatever works for you. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.